Okay, so let's unpack this. You're putting your energy, your ideas, your work out into the world. Maybe writing, videos, audio.
Yeah.
But sometimes, well, often, it feels like it vanishes, right? If you hit publish and it feels like you're shouting into this massive, indifferent digital crowd.
Absolutely. Like shouting into the wind.
You're creating, yes, but are you actually being heard? Are you, connecting?
That feeling, that being lost in the sheer volume of online content, it's so common. It's the modern challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
For anyone trying to build something, share a message, make an impact. You have valuable things to say, valuable stuff to share, but cutting through that noise,
That's the wall.
that's the hurdle, making a genuine connection.
And that exact feeling, being lost in the herd, that's precisely where the source material for this deep dive kicks off.
Okay.
It's from Mike Hayes. And he tackles this problem,
Yeah.
head on, but then he pivots, offers a vision for a completely new way forward.
And what's really interesting about this source, I think, is it doesn't just sit with the problem.
Yep.
It immediately brings in this compelling concept for a solution, becoming what he actually calls an American dream creator.
American dream creator. Okay.
And alongside that, it presents a specific environment, the AI Super Campus, which is designed to help you step into that role.
Right. So that's our mission today, really, to dive deep into what all this means. How you go from feeling lost, invisible, to becoming this American dream creator.
Yeah, what does it actually involve?
What does it mean to truly get heard, connect deeply, build real, consistent momentum? And crucially, how does this whole approach suggest using the powerful tools we have now, like AI?
Well, let's start with that core problem, just as the source lays it out. The fundamental observation is, look, more people are creating than ever before,
True.
posting online all the time. But the sheer volume means, well, many just don't gain traction. Their efforts feel invisible.
It's like you've built this amazing shop,
Yeah.
right? But it's on some tiny side street in a city of billions, and, well, there's no map.
Yeah, exactly. The effort's there, the quality might be there, but the environment itself, it works against visibility.
And the source points out this invisibility leads straight to a lack of connection.
Mm-hmm.
And this is critical, a lack of momentum. Your hard work just doesn't stack up, doesn't build on itself.
Which brings up a huge question for anyone feeling that way. How do you break out? How do you actually become visible, connected in a world just saturated with content?
And the source offers this specific framework, this American dream creator idea.
This is where it flips the script, I think. It's not just about the content you're making,
Right.
but the kind of creator you become. The source defines this American dream creator as someone who consistently manages three things.
Okay, what are they?
They get heard, they connect deeply with others, and they take actions that build genuine momentum.
Herd connected momentum. Got it.
And I found it really interesting how the source ties this back to the whole historical idea of the American dream itself.
How so?
Well, historically, right, that dream was often about individuals using the most powerful, the most cutting-edge tools of their time.
Like the printing press or factories?
Exactly. The printing press to spread ideas, the factory to build products, maybe early computers to innovate, using those tools to create something bigger than themselves.
To build influence, leave a mark.
Precisely. And the source is pretty direct here. If we look at the defining tool of our era,
It's got to be AI.
it's undoubtedly AI.
Yeah.
So the American dream creator in this context is about using these latest tools, AI, first and foremost, to chase that timeless goal.
Building influence, connection, recognition for your work. It's applying that historical drive, that ambition, but with today's capabilities.
Okay, so if that's the who and the why, the source then introduces the where and the how.
Right.
Which is the AI Super Campus. It's presented as the environment, the ecosystem, built to nurture this new kind of creator. Think of it like a specialized training ground, maybe. The source describes it as free, always on, and this is key, an audio-first learning and activation environment.
Audio first. That's a specific choice. Who is this platform really built for, according to the source? Like, what kind of person needs this?
It seems aimed at a few groups. First, people who need to stay current, like daily, and follow up smartly with their network without getting totally bogged down.
Okay, the busy professional.
Yeah. Second, networkers who want to use AI tools, it specifically mentions things like ChatGPT to genuinely stay top of mind. in valuable ways, not spammy ways.
Right, relevant connection.
And third, what the source calls business dreamers, people with a message and offering who need to create it efficiently, maybe just once in audio.
Create once.
And then use AI to effortlessly broadcast it everywhere it needs to go. Podcasts, social feeds, email, audio, you name it.
Create once, broadcast everywhere using audio and AI. That sounds like a direct counter to the lost in the herd problem we started with.
It seems designed that way.
So how does the AI supercampus actually do this? What are the core components?
Okay, the source breaks it down into several parts that work together. First up, AI audibles.
AI audibles. Speed learning tool, the source says. What's the goal there?
Yeah, speed learning. And the why is key. We're drowning in information, right?
Tell me about it.
So staying current is tough. AI audibles are designed to take long, complex news, trends, especially in AI, media, networking, and use AI to rapidly boil them down.
Into what?
Into short, simple, actionable audio insights delivered daily.
So you can grab the key points while you're, commuting, working out.
Exactly. On the go. The analogy the source uses is pretty good, actually.
What is it?
Like Audible meets smart brevity only faster. Emphasis on speed, simplicity for easy consumption.
Okay, fast and focused. Which I guess ties into the next component, podcast listening plus AI networking.
It does. And the goal here is interesting. It's framed as helping people love listening again.
Love listening again.
Yeah, but with a specific purpose. It's not just passive consumption. The source emphasizes it's listening for confidence building and activation.
Confidence building.
Yeah.
Through listening. How does that work? That
Yeah.
connection isn't immediately obvious.
Well, the principle mentioned is that people learn and grow best when they're relaxed doing something they enjoy, like listening.
Okay.
So the model is learn on the go, grow on the go. The idea is by consistently soaking up relevant info and insights in a relaxed state,
You just absorb it better.
you become more familiar, more conversant with the key ideas, the key people, which naturally builds confidence when you then go to network or discuss things.
So it lowers that imposter syndrome feeling because you've been kind of marinating in the topic.
Exactly. It's like subconscious prep for interaction.
Okay, that makes sense. And the AI part for networking, how does that fit in?
Well, like we touched on, the source highlights using AI, maybe ChatGPT, to make networking smarter. Using the knowledge you gain from listening to, say, draft more relevant follow-up messages after meeting someone, or finding common ground, or even automating parts of staying top of mind, but in a way that feels personal and informed, not generic.
Right, using the tech to enhance the human touch, not replace it.
Precisely.
So beyond this kind of on-the-go learning and networking, the platform also offers more structured stuff, right? That's the Chalk Talks plus the Playbook part.
Exactly. The AI Chalk Talks, they're described as mini masterclasses.
Okay.
They bring together practical knowledge on media marketing, how to use specific AI tools effectively, and, importantly, proven business networking systems.
Systems, not just tips.
Right. And again, delivered audio first.
So breaking down complex stuff into listenable lessons, and these Chalk Talks, they feed into this AI Super Campus playbook.
That's right. The source points to the playbook as the step-by-step system, the roadmap for putting all these pieces together.
The practical guide.
It's the how-to for actually becoming that American dream creator.
What kind of ground does the playbook cover? Like, what specific steps does the source mention?
It covers tangible actions, how to stay current effectively, strategies for following up powerfully after networking events, make those connections stick.
Yeah.
Specific techniques for using AI to, quote, super serve your message, make it highly relevant, and super share it across platforms.
Super serve and super share. I like that.
And concrete steps for turning those initial contacts into actual meaningful collaborations.
That sounds like it directly fights that feeling of, okay, I learned something cool, but now what?
Exactly. It's focused on the action. It's designed for activation for launch.
Okay.
And this whole system, it's built to bridge different worlds, which brings us to another component the source mentions, from local to global.
Interesting. How does the platform handle that? Because a lot of people start local but dream bigger.
It aims to bring back the value, the crucial value of local high-touch networking, those real personal connections.
The handshake stuff.
Yeah, which are often the most meaningful. But then it equips the individual with the high-tech, global AI tools they need to easily amplify those local interactions.
Amplify them.
Amplify their message far beyond just their immediate community. Take the local and make it global.
So it's using AI not to ditch the human connection, but to give it wings, essentially.
That's the idea. That blend of high-tech and high-touch, the source keeps emphasizing.
Can you give me a quick example? Make it concrete.
Sure. Imagine you meet someone at a local coffee shop chat or an event. You could use an AI tool on the platform to quickly capture key details, maybe record a quick audio note about your conversation.
Okay.
Then that note could be used by AI to help you draft a really personalized follow-up email or generate talking points for your next chat.
Ah.
Or even summarize that connection in a way that's ready to be shared, maybe discreetly with collaborators, or woven into a broader piece of content about your local work that then gets shared globally.
It takes that personal moment and gives it digital reach.
Yeah, it gives it digital wings.
Well,
Exactly.
Okay, that makes the connection much clearer. It's not just about blasting content globally, but using global tools to boost the value of local relationships. Which really hammers home that core mission statement you mentioned, the one the source is super clear about. This isn't just education, it's activation.
That's the absolute key takeaway, I think. The source puts it bluntly, we're not here to lecture, we're here to help people launch.
Launch, not just learn.
Right. The entire structure, all these components, they're built around enabling action.
So the learning isn't passive, it's directly tied to doing. How does the platform make sure that happens? That transition from learning to launching?
By weaving things like storytelling into the learning itself, by linking that podcast listening directly to networking actions you can take, by providing guided AI prompts.
Prompts?
Yeah, prompts that actually walk you through the steps in the playbook. It's designed so as you learn, you're immediately applying it, taking real steps towards, well, becoming known.
Which brings us right back around to the ultimate goal the source sets out. Be a dream creator.
That's the shift, isn't it? Moving from being just another creator lost in the noise to being a creator who stands out, who connects, who actually builds that momentum we talked about.
And let's reinforce that definition again from the source. Someone who consistently gets heard.
Gets followed by the right audience.
And is remembered.
And it loops back so powerfully to that historical idea we discussed earlier.
Right. Using the tools of your time.
Using the defining tools of your time, which today means AI, to build something significant. Applying that core drive behind the American dream concept, but in the digital age.
So, okay, we've traced this path the source lays out. From that common frustration, feeling lost in the herd, even when you're creating good stuff.
Yeah, that invisibility.
To this vision of becoming an impactful dream creator. Someone who's heard, connected, and really building something.
And the source proposes this structured way to get there. Through the AI Supercampus. Using speed learning tools like AI audibles.
Integrating listening with AI-powered networking for confidence and real connection.
Following a clear step-by-step system. The playbook, supported by those chalk talks.
And using AI to connect the power of local, high-touch interactions with genuine global reach.
That high-tech, high-touch blend again. It's all about turning knowledge into tangible action.
Using these modern tools to actually launch yourself and your message.
And if we tie this back one last time to the source's framing, that historical American dream, it's always been about individuals using the latest tech, the latest tool.
To create something bigger than themselves, build influence, make an impact.
And the argument here is pretty clear. AI is that defining technology for us today.
Which leaves a pretty big question for you, listening right now.
If AI is the modern engine for building that influence, connection, momentum, just like earlier generations used the printing press or the factory.
What could you truly create or become known for by activating these new capabilities? What's your modern American dream to build?